Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Chris here, Warcraft 24/7. Want to give you guys a brief video, tell you guys what's going on with me, what's going on with the channel, kind of where we're at and where we're headed, the direction we're going to take basically. And today is a milestone for us because we started the 1 million gold challenge, and today we're going to open up the mailbox. I know I haven't done a lot of mailbox videos lately. Really, there hasn't been a whole lot to show. I haven't been playing that much on my farming characters. Haven't been taking advantage of the auction house the way I should have been. A lot of things going on, but we're going to talk about all those things here in just a minute. But I encourage you to stick around to the end, watch the mailbox opening because it is a milestone today. Um, Again, I want to thank everybody who is subscribed, who is following the channel, keeping up with me. Do want you to be aware we do have a Discord for the channel. I will post the link to that, the invitation to that, in the description of this video. Everyone is more than welcome to join. When you do, say hello. Just tell me that you came in from YouTube, and we'd love to hear from you. You'll get access faster on there. You'll get one-on-one conversations with me if you need to. You'll get to see videos a little bit earlier. There's a lot of stuff going on. We are currently setting up a special sponsor and VIP section, so you guys will be able to help us out on the channel. If it takes a while for YouTube to monetize, but we'll have a way that you can show support if you want to. If you don't, no obligation. You know, if you don't get anything out of these videos, if it doesn't help, then please don't spend your money. I'm not here asking for money, not begging. I'm just telling you what's going to be available for you guys. All right, so here's the thing. We are switching. We've been in the process. We have switched the guild that I was in and shut down on Icecrown. Icecrown is kind of a dying server. It is starting to lose population as far as active population. The numbers may still be there. It may show that it's got a lot of people, but it has a lot of tunes. But as far as activity, it's kind of slow. And we have shifted over to Dalaran, and we're playing on Dalaran. Switched to an alliance character over there as my main. We got a new guild that we're a part of. We have started recruiting heavily, me and some friends of mine, and we are pushing into the raid content over there. And then we will be pushing hard in Season 3 to get going. But during that time, I've kind of lost focus with all that going on. I've kind of lost focus on the channel a little bit, but I'm trying to get that back here today. We're going to try to get things going a lot more. And that's good news for you guys that I am switching over, because that means I'm going to put out a brand new section of videos. We're going to go down to the basic level. We're going to go down to the nuts and the bolts, the very beginning, very first time user of Trade Skill Master. We're going to get back to basics. I'm going to set up videos and go through the entire process of setting up not only your banking tune that's going to be posting all your auctions, I'm going to give you guys some guidelines to go by to make sure you're successful and you're not spending a lot of money posting things and then not getting anything in return. But I'm also going to show you guys how I set up my farming characters. That is a completely different profile than the character that I used to bank with. And that is completely different than the profile I use for my main character that I raid and do Mythic Plus with. Farming characters will have their own special profile in Trade Skill Master. And I'll show you guys how to set that up, how to set up multiples, so that you can take your druid, which most people use, take your druid out, do some farming, pop open a mailbox. I'm going to show you some toys and some other things that are handy in World of Warcraft that to get you around, get you different places, and to make things a lot easier for you. And I'm going to show you how to set all that up from scratch. And if you don't know how to do it, if you got questions, I encourage you to not only put them here on the YouTube, but join the Discord. Like I said, the link will be provided below. And shoot me a message. I'm quick to respond. I enjoy my YouTube family. I enjoy my Discord family. This is not just a passing hobby for me. I've been in this game for a very long time. Don't plan on leaving anytime soon. But I wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up on where we're at. Plus, we wanted to open the mailbox. So let's go without any further ado, because I like to keep these videos short. I like to keep them to the point. I believe that's a better format for you guys, that you can jump in, listen to the videos, and get the information you need, and you're not sticking around for 30 minutes to hear some guy talk and then give a reveal at the end. I like to get my stuff done quick so that you guys can watch the video and get on about your day, get on about playing the game that we all love so much. So I do ask you though, if you like the video, if you like any kind of the content I put out, please subscribe, give us a like, give us a comment, let us know you're listening. It really encourages us to keep going. But without any further ado, let's open the mailbox. And the reason I was going to tell you guys that today is a milestone, we are sitting at 488,000 gold on this guy. This is strictly from auctions that we have sent out. And right now you can see we're showing 21,000 gold in that we've sold. There's more than that, but we're gonna grab all that's sold right now, and we're fixing to hit it. Here it is, 500, half a million gold on this guy. As you can see, the gold is still coming in. It's still going. This is a huge mailbox. This is one of the biggest mailboxes we've ever opened. Gonna let it reload here in a second. Alright, so that's all the sales right now, but we got 359 items in this mailbox. We're going to empty those out into the bags. We're going to repost them real quick, and we're going to finish up, and we're going to see exactly how much gold we pulled in today. Alright, so let's grab all the expired auctions. And this is nothing new. If you guys have been using Trade Skill Master, been doing an auction house for a while, you'll know that there's a lot of reposting that you do. But pretty excited, we broke the 500,000 mark on this character, simply by auctioning things that we've went through dungeons and picked up. I'm going to share with you some of my best tips and tricks and places to go to find this stuff as well. The dungeons that are worth running, the ones that aren't worth running, the items that you want to try to grab a hold of, the ones that have inflated prices that may seem like they're a good deal, but they're really not. People ask me, do you not get nervous that if you teach people how to do these things, if they're going to get out there and start making all the gold, and then, you're not going to be able to sell your transmogs or whatever? No, I'm not. Simply because not everybody has the time to farm the way I do. I spend a good bit of time in the game. I do a good bit of farming, and not everybody has that time or that luxury. So I'm not concerned. My bigger concern is the guy that's sitting there with no gold and ends up leaving the game because he can't enjoy it. Because if you have purchased anything lately from the auction house for the current expansion, you'll know that prices are kind of inflated on a few things. It makes it kind of tough. And if you're a new character coming in and you don't have, a couple 100,000 gold, well, guess what? You're not getting the best items crafted for you so that you can raid, so that you can do Mythic Plus dungeons and things that are enjoyable. Instead, you're trying to figure out a way to play the game and keep things going. And then when those people get discouraged and they end up leaving the game, that's less people. And the lower the population, the fewer people that are playing the game, the worse it is for all of us. Because the more people that play, the better off we are. We all know that a healthy population makes for a healthy game. You have people that are willing to run dungeons, run content, join guilds, participate together and do things. And nobody wants to see this game. Nobody that really loves this game really wants to see it die. Nobody wants to see it go away. Um, everybody talks about the WoW killer, the next MMO that's coming out that's gonna kind of dethrone WoW. But in reality, none of us want that. We just want this game to be better. Um, we want this game to be the game we love, and for a lot of us, it is. It's our chance to escape the world. It's our chance to have a few minutes to get out of our struggles and our daily lives that we go through, and all the things that we have to deal with, and just kind of relax. Because you can be the nerd, the geek, you can be the outcast, in the real world, but when you come into World of Warcraft, you come into Azeroth, everybody starts on an equal footing. Everybody starts, a new character. You get a new identity. You get a chance to be who you want to be. If you want to be that elitist jerk guy that, only runs with the best of the best, you can be. If you want to be the nice guy that hangs out with a bunch of guildmates and talks and chats, you can be that too. That's the whole point. This is, it's a world. It's a World of Warcraft, and it's all about making connections and making friendships. And I got people that I've been playing this game with for years, and I've never met them in real life, but we could take us out of this setting, out of this World of Warcraft setting. You could put us together in a real world setting, and we could still have conversations and we could get along just fine. But I would have never made those connections with those people in the real world. They're in different states, different parts of the world, different countries, and different backgrounds, socio-economical backgrounds. But none of that matters when you get here, when you get into this game. That's what I love about it. You're just free to be yourself and enjoy what you enjoy. But anyway, I'm just posting auctions here real quick. We're going to try to figure out where we're at on the mailbox. I know this is going to run a little bit long because we got to wait for Trade Skill Master to scan everything. We got to post everything. But I want to empty out the mailbox and see exactly where we're at for the day, because I really just don't know. I don't know where we're going to end up with the final number. But I'm excited because, like I said, we broke the 500,000 mark. And if you've been with me for a while, we started this character with 0. We started with 0, went to and done a few farms on some of our farming tunes, shuffled items over to this character, started posting on the auction house, started off small with herbs and ore and things like that. And we had a few really good sales early on. We had some slow times that's come around. It just depends on the week and how busy the economy is. But I'm glad that I've started this journey with you guys, and that I've brought you guys along with me through it. Now I didn't show you every single auction, every single time that I opened a mailbox, because frankly, some of those weeks were boring. There wasn't anything to, you didn't want to see me open a mailbox that had 4,000 gold in it. Nobody wanted to see that. We like the big numbers, but I want you to know this video is more than about the numbers and the amount of stuff we're putting out, as far as putting back on the auction house and what we're collecting. It's about the milestone of having an idea that we could do something, and then putting that idea in motion and seeing how far we've come with it. I'm very pleased with the responses I've had so far. You know, is my YouTube channel blowed up? No. Have we grabbed some subscribers? Yes. Have we started grabbing people over on the Discord? Yes. We're making progress. And that's what it's all about. It's about just moving forward. It's kind of like life. You just got to keep moving forward. You know, you can get bogged down sometimes in the in how life is, and you can get kind of stuck in a rut. And it's real easy to get comfortable there. And it's real easy to get comfortable in this game, you know, just barely getting by, struggling to be able to buy potions and flask and, you know, repair armor. Believe me, I know people that play this game that have a hard time simply going through the week and making their repair bills after raid. A lot of times in our raid group, we will supply, you know, repairs because people just don't have the gold for whatever reason. And I want to change that. I want to make it where, you know, people know what's, not only do they can make gold, but they understand how they can make gold and why it's important to make gold and why it's important to have a strong auction house and an economy that flourishes. And I want to, you know, I want to make sure people know how to use Trade Skill Master. It's a great program. I enjoy it. I use it for all my gold making, and I want to make sure that people understand how to use Trade Skill Master properly, because if you don't use it properly, you can end up with a lot of, you know, gold going out and not as much coming in. You can spend a lot in deposit costs and posting on the auction house and not have a lot of things coming in. For me, it took a long time. It took me a long time to really understand what it was like to have gold and be able to buy what you wanted to buy and do what you wanted to do, because I spent so many years of this game struggling to get by. But I kind of made a conscious decision, and if you stuck around this long, you're in for a treat, because I'm going to kind of tell you where my turning point was. I made a decision in Warlords of Draenor when we started getting the token from the auction house, that we could take the gold and buy the token and turn around and use it by game time. I was in a point in my life where I didn't have a lot of disposable income, but I had a lot of disposable time, and I was able to take that and turn that ability to sell things on the auction house to make gold and turn around and turn that into a WoW token in playtime that I did not pay for a subscription all the way without gold. I paid all the way through Legion and part of BFA. And then my situation kind of changed where I didn't have as much time. I had more money, but less time, so I had to switch and go the other direction, where I was paying with, you know, my cash and not the gold off the auction house. Now, a lot of things have happened in that amount of time, but that was my point where I kind of flipped that switch and said, you know what, I can pay for my subscription simply by using the WoW token. And that's kind of where I started learning. I went into learning how to use Trade Skill Master, which was completely different at that time. It's changed a good bit since then. Started watching videos of different people, explanations from other people, and I found out that most of those were a little too much information sometimes. That's why we like to keep it simple. We like to break things down. And this is taking a little bit longer than I wanted to, because there's some things that I don't want to post, and I'm having to go through and look at each individual item instead of just mass posting everything. But, you know, some of those videos were a little hard to understand, and that's, you know, kind of why I wanted to this past year I kind of wanted to start looking at how I could better explain things on a simpler level so that people just getting started could understand what's going on without having to, have a PhD in economics to figure out what some of this stuff is. And I hope I've been able to help somebody to understand a little bit about Trade Skill Master, to understand a little bit about auctioning things and farming things.
Pleasure doing business with you.
And like I said, I've been getting good response from the YouTube channel and from Discord that we've been doing good. We've been helping people. We've been encouraging people. And I invite you, like I said, the Discord link will be in the channel description or in the description below. I encourage you guys to join the Discord. Everybody's welcome. If you want to know about gold making, if you want to know about Trade Skill Master, if you want to know about, any of this stuff, jump in, ask questions. Alright, looks like something happened. We might have had a freeze up. Let's reopen it. There we go. Alright. Looks like one more posting. We should be able to get everything and make sure, see where the mailbox is at. I think we've got all the gold out of it, to be honest. Looks like about 40,000 gold that we've pulled in so far. So that's a big deal. 40,000 in 1 week. And to most of the things that have sold, the things that we've made gold on, we've auctioned. Anybody can get. You don't need any super skill to get these. I can break all that stuff down for you in a different video. This ain't really the one to do it in, but it's really simple. It's nothing too complex. It's stuff anybody can do. It's dungeons and farms that anybody can go out and do. It's not. You don't have to have a lot of gold to start. You don't have to have a lot of knowledge to start. You just have to have a little bit of time and a willingness to get out there and go for it. Now, are my ways the only ways to make gold in WoW? No, of course not. Are my ways the best way to make gold in WoW? No, of course not. There are people that are much better at, crafting and flipping and all the stuff with the auction house than I will ever be. But what I'm going to show you is not how to make a big score. I mean, there's a lot of these videos you'll see out on YouTube and other places of people how to make, go farm this item and it's worth, 1,000,000 gold and it's the, you get this item and you're going to be set. Well, I'm not here to make those videos. I'm not here to be that guy. I'm the guy that's here to show you how to make gold in the long run. How to, when everybody else is chasing that one item, you're posting, 100 items on the auction house. But at the end of the day, they still haven't got that one item and you've made, 100,000 gold. And that's kind of the thing. You'll see a lot of people that put out videos about farms and, make this much gold an hour, or make this much gold an hour, do this and do that. And it's not realistic, because the truth is, I've even done some of those videos in the past. But the truth is that without the proper setup, without the proper knowledge, without knowing how those farms work, without having the support system of the people to help you with some of those farms, you're not going to get there. You're going to spend a bunch of time and you're not going to have anything to show for it. Yeah, you might make a little bit here and there, but in the long term, it's not going to be worth your time investment. And that's really what it's all about, is your time investment, because you're not going to get any of that time back. Once it's gone, it's gone. So what I want to do is I want to teach you a way to make a career, I guess, for lack of a better word. I don't want you to go out and do a one-time job where you get a big paycheck. I want you to be able to play this game for as long as you want to and always have a steady stream of income coming in. That's just my philosophy. I mean, take it or leave it. Alright, I know this video is getting long. We're up on the 25-minute mark. I promise you we will be done before we hit the 30-minute mark. We're almost there. And again, if you guys have stuck around this long, I do appreciate it. This kind of shows you, though, how much work goes into running an auction house tune. You know, you got to make a lot of trips back and forth. You know, I got 32 slot bags. Yeah, I don't have a reagent bag. That would help a little bit. Give me more slots to carry, but right now we're just running with full 32 slot bags. And, you know, it still takes a little bit of time. But I would say if you figure out 30 minutes to an hour every day, posting auctions, and then whatever time you want to spend farming. Of course, if you don't spend as much time farming, you won't spend nearly as much time posting auctions. And you can also stagger them out and do them for a longer duration. You know, you can do the 48-hour posts if you want. I try to avoid those. I tend to do 24-hour posts. A lot of these are 48 hours on this character, but I've switched on most of my other characters to a 24-hour post. Yes, it means I have to check them and repost them quite often. I didn't mean to post that. But it also means that I have more turnover. My money's being turned over faster, because what happens is if I post something for 48 hours, there's a good chance for a lot of people to come in and undercut me, or even with the way the auction house works now, you know, the last person that posts is the first person that sells. So there's a good chance somebody would come in and post the same item I have at the same price. They get the sell. I don't, because they posted after I did. But having it on the 24-hour cycle, that means that I'm constantly keeping everything posted. It's fresh. I have a chance to be, you know, at the top of the list when somebody comes in to buy something, especially on the commodities. Oh, missed that one. Didn't. I'm talking and not paying attention to what I should be, but that's all right. That's, you know, you guys don't want to sit here in silence and watch nothing happen. Skip that. I really got to fix these groups, but since I'm moving to Dollar Run and I'm going to have all new groups and everything set up over there, I will, you know, walk you guys through that process. And that way, I'm going to show you how to fix some of the stuff that I'm kind of dealing with right now, as far as stuff that doesn't need to be posted. And also, if you're interested, you can, once you join the Discord, you'll be able to get access to my groups that I set up. And I'll show you how to do this in a later video. I will show you how to take my groups. I'll export them to a string, and then you'll be able to import them directly into Trade Skill Master, so you won't have to set up any groups. You know, this will include my dungeon groups that have all the soulbound items in them for a dungeon. So when you run that dungeon, you drop your mount at the end, hit sell groups, and it'll get rid of all your trash, all your vendor trash, all your soulbound items that you don't need anymore. Alright, so that's it for the gold, guys. I'm going to click that last sold. I'm going to end the video without posting these last ones. I'll post them later on to show you guys. But you know, I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end if you did. We ended up with 41,000 gold. Figure 700 is going in auction house, winning auction house bills. So about 4,100 gold on this guy. If you can see total, we got about 885k on this realm, which is pretty good. Almost got 1 million on this realm. But we're switching over to Dollarin. Won't be showing any more videos of Cash Cow. He's kind of retiring. But we will have brand new videos for you guys soon. We'll be setting up all the different Trade Skill Master stuff. Be setting up all the different auction houses. and showing you guys some new farms that we're running. And I want to say I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's time that's hung out with us. And thank you. I can't say that enough. Thank you very much. This is Chris, Warcraft 24/7. I'm signing off.